Hi, it's Steven here for Bland Designs, and this is a special vlog version. I've got Walter with me this time, and if you remember, back a couple of weeks ago on one of the vlogs, I asked you if you wanted for me to make a video with Walter in it, where we're just going to chat about things. Not necessarily things that are pissing us off, although that may come up in this as well. And so it's cocktail hour, as you can see, and we're having not Bloody Marys. What are these? Caesars.
Virgin Caesars.
Virgin Caesars. Yeah, we're telling you they're Virgin Caesars. They are Virgin Caesars because it's Saturday, and it's what's today's date? September the 16th, and it's around 5:34 in the afternoon, and we'll be having some dinner a little later on. And this is what we often do on weekends. We don't usually sit at the kitchen table. We're in my kitchen. And you've seen this before if you ever saw the one that we did the review of our Australian trip about 6 months ago or so. And, well, we're just going to chat about some stuff. Thought it might be nice for you to hear rather than just my voice. You'll hear Walter's too. So anyways, the microphone, I've put it down here. I'm not wearing it today. So hopefully it's picking up okay. So, what did we do today? Today we went out on a hunt. As you know, I have a serger. It was his sister's, his dead sister, Margaret, who passed away quite a few years ago from cancer.
2006.
Was it 2006? It's been that long?
Yeah.
Geez, 11 years? Well, it just seems like yesterday. Well, ding dong, the witch is dead. Okay, I know. Now, no hate mail on this one, but his sister and I...
She was difficult.
She was, yeah, difficult as being polite about it. She used to call me Stephanie, all right? Right there.
She used to call me up and yell and scream, then hang up the phone. Then I couldn't call her back again. So.
I tried when I first met you to like Margaret. I really did. But Margaret did not like me, I guess. She didn't like a lot of people, really.
She wasn't very happy.
She wasn't a happy person. Well, she went through 2.5 marriages. The last guy she didn't marry. So
they usually lasted about 6 or 7 years, and then they had enough of her and left.
Yeah. So it's kind of sad. But anyways, don't speak. You know, what was it? It was Betty Davis. No. It was a reporter said to Betty Davis something about, shouldn't talk about... No. Betty Davis said, my mother always said, do not speak bad about the dead. Joan Crawford, she's dead. Good. So, kind of, that's how I felt about my dead sister-in-law. I know, that doesn't sound nice, and it makes me sound like a horrible person. You had to live it. But one thing that did come out of it, I got her serger. Actually, she had 3 sergers. And I've got one of them. His other sister got the really good one. And Jessie is so much different from Margaret. I mean, I really like Jessie out of that, and Jessie's a totally different person. I don't know how they could have all come from the same family. Hard to believe, really. And my sister got one of the sergers too. So I got the middle machine, and it's been sitting on our shelf for 11 years, basically. And I pulled it out a couple of times to try and learn it, but I was determined I was going to learn it. And I have. I know how to do it. It only took me 2.5 hours to thread the stupid thing and figure out what I was doing wrong, but I think I've got it figured out now. So today we went on a hunt for napkin material because I like cloth napkins, but they get stained and we need some new ones, and jeepers, nice cloth napkins are pricey. So I thought, well, if I learn how to use a serger, I can make some napkins. Yeah, I didn't know that it was going to be a problem finding the material for all of this. I shouldn't do that with my fingers on that. The microphone's probably picking it up. So anyways, we didn't have a lot of luck. I lost you in the store.
Yeah, couldn't find him for a while. I was trying to figure out where the hell he went.
Well, I was there. I was looking at material, but I was asking people for help with material as well. And
found him in the corner by the patch, because the quilt stuff.
Oh, by the quilting materials. Yeah, I mean, I want to try a little bit of machine quilting someday too. Now they got the Cricut Maker. It cuts material really well. With that, and yes, you'll hear about this on the vlog on Monday. Oh, I keep doing that. Well, I talk with my hands. I can't help it. Meanwhile, you're over here coughing up a horse.
Yeah, I know. Well, I was drinking that, and then all of a sudden it's like something caught in my throat. So then, anyway.
Caught a little Caesar in your throat, did you?
Yeah.
No, really, I thought you'd be able to handle more than that, but that's for another time. Anyways, I still experimenting with these things, and on my vlogs you'll see with that. So anyways, that was what we did today. We went to Costco. Oh, we got bargain of the day. We needed soap. So we're at Walmart, and I like Zest. And they had 8 bars of Zest on for what, $3?
$3, which is really cheap.
Yeah, so we bought like 4, well, let's see, we got 32 bars of soap for $12.
Yeah.
Really, that's pretty good.
It is. It's
Like
really good. Should go buy a case.
So let's see, that's what, $2? No, not $2, but we got
$3. No.
No, we got 32.
I think it's 42 cents a bar or something.
Something like that. Well, geez. So we're going to be really clean, and maybe we'll have some napkins at some point. Oh, we bought chocolate. Yeah, we bought big bars of dairy milk chocolate, or Cadbury's.
Cadbury's dairy milk chocolate, imported from England. The England chocolate's better.
Yeah, and believe it or not, Walmart has it, but they don't have it where the other chocolate is.
Mm-hmm.
They keep it, what, you were looking all over the place.
Yeah, it was in with the international food.
Yeah, it was right next to your curry and your Mexican. I mean, there you go. British chocolate between curry and Indian and Mexican food. Okay. But we like those. We got what? Fruit and nut
And plain.
and a plain milk chocolate kind of thing. Yes, and we've been trying to hold back on stuff like that, but it's weekend. Weekends don't count. Did you know that? On weekends there are no calories. No calories on anything. So, oh, and by the way, the camera's a little hole there.
Yeah, I realize that.
Yeah, well,
I don't have to look at the hole. I look over there at my face.
yeah, you look at your face, but it'll look like you're not making eye contact with the audience.
Oh, I see.
See, that's what I used to do, because I'm looking right now at the
Okay,
screen,
so I
but
look
really
like
you
I
got to
look
look
at
at
the
the
hole,
hole.
right?
Yeah, look at the hole. That way people will think you care about them if you make eye contact, right? You guys told me about that, and I've been really trying. Okay, we have this set up in a really weird spot to get the two of us in. It's on the end. We have an extended end of the counter over here. They used to call that a breakfast bar or something, kind of a thing on it. It's not very big. I mean, if you're serving breakfast for midgets, maybe they don't fit into that. But that's where it is right now located. And see, I'm looking right at myself in this, but maybe we're far enough away it'll look like I'm looking into the camera. So if I'm not making eye contact with you, all right, you don't want my eyes, yeah, then don't worry about it. Okay, so anyways, Walter said, what are we going to talk about on this? And I said, whatever comes.
Well, you could do that.
I can't help it. Sorry. I mean, and this thing's squeaking underneath me. All right, whatever. And there isn't any alcohol in these. Yeah. Nope, there isn't really. Okay, so what'd you do this week?
What do you mean what I do this week?
Well, what did you do this
work.
week? Yeah, but you did something. What were you on Thursday night? Oh, you went. You had to go into work, and
I had to go into work, and then
it was Tuesday night. You went out for dinner.
I went Tuesday night. I went
With
to
your
Indian restaurant.
Yeah, and you said something about that. Okay, here's something that pisses us off. When you go out for dinner, and they automatically assume because you're there with a woman that woman is your wife or your girlfriend. Because what happened to you?
Well, I went out with my group that I usually go out with, and the group of people I used to do stained glass with. So we all get together. The store's not there anymore, but we all get together and just go out for dinner and talk and see what's new and stuff like that. So it's primarily women that are in the group, but there's another guy that's in the group. Well, that night we had there were 3 women and just me, and one of the women arrived first, and she was sitting at the end of a table, and I sat across from her. She had ordered a glass of wine, and then I came in and ordered another glass of wine. And then the other 2 women arrived, and the waitress came over to take our order, and she said, oh, is this all together as one bill? And we said, the lady sitting across me, she said, no, we want separate bills. And then she said, oh, you mean like you 2 and the 2 on the other side? She goes, no, individual bills, like one for each of us, because we're just friends. Then the waitress says, but I already put your 2 wines on one bill. And the lady that I know, Trish, she's a school teacher, she says, well, then you'll be changing that, right? So, but anyway, it's happened to us a couple of times. The last time it was, we were 2 guys and 2 women at another restaurant and the waitress automatically assumed we were two couples, didn't ask about splitting the bill or anything, and gave us a single bill each, or split the bill in two, assumed we were two couples. And we had a good laugh at that because we were all separate.
Yeah. Well, see, what pisses me off about that, though, is in this day and age, they're making an assumption, which, yes, I get it. I can understand why they make that assumption. However, you can't make assumptions like that anymore in this day and age. It's like when I walk into, the fabric store today.
Yeah.
I find some of the people that work in that fabric store in there, as soon as I see a man come in by himself or with even with another man, they automatically assume that you have no idea where you are and what you're doing in a material store, a fabric store, and what you're looking for. And they assume that they don't even come up and ask you if they can help you because they think somewhere in that store your wife or a woman that you're with is walking around and you're just like there holding the handbag or something. No. Excuse me? No. I mean, after all, the greatest designers in the world, and I'm going to get hate mail about this, are men. They are not women.
Mind you, you have the same problem, or we've had the same problem in the past when you walked into scrapbooking stores, too. It's sort of like they look at you and say, can I help you? As if to say, well, did you accidentally stumble into this store? And
some of them have actually gone as far to say, are you looking for something for your wife?
Right.
No, I'm not. Oh, and they don't assume that you know it until I open my mouth and I turn around and I say to them, I do this, and that, and I know this about this. Oh. And then they become your best friend. Because, oh my God, you're a guy. What?
You got your hand on the counter.
Fine, sorry. Bite me.
Jeez.
Really. Okay, my train went right off the track. But anyways, they sit there and they're very sexist about the whole thing, and in this day and age, it's like when they used to call, you get those phone calls. Sometimes go, is the little lady of the house in? Speaking. Ooh, your little lady has a deep voice. Yeah, whatever. Now they've gotten really wise though on the telephone. The owner of the house, or they don't make any comment whatsoever about gender, which is probably good. Things like that are going to get a lot more difficult with the whole thing with transgendered people and their rights and everything else like that. And I'll have to admit then that I'm just as guilty as those ones that have phoned me on the phone or the ones in the fabric store or the scrapbook store. I don't really know how to address somebody who may be ambiguous in the way that they look or the way that they behave. In other words, are they a man or are they a male or are they a female? And I don't want to offend them. I mean, I know how I feel out of it, but I'm not sure now. Now they talk about these pronouns. Like, I'm sorry, I was an English teacher. I dealt with language. There's the masculine and there's the feminine pronoun. Now they want you to use gender neutral. Well, okay, what's the gender neutral? It.
Well, they wouldn't be happy about it.
But I don't think they'd be happy about being called an it. And then there's the non-binary people, and
That's the non-binary people.
Yeah, and they want to be called we, them, their. They want to use plural pronouns to address a singular identity. Confused. I'm sorry, that's not how the language works. Maybe in 100 years it will work that way. I mean, after all, the word queer used to mean something weird, strange, and they applied that to us. And I've always hated that word. Now, apparently, the LGBT community is reclaimed the word queer, and now it's something positive. And I don't see anything positive in the word queer, but I'm old school on the definition of that. Maybe this next generation coming through, to them, it'll be like saying, "Whoa, your outfit's sick, man," meaning really good, not like you're ill. So, I don't know. It confuses me. And I guess the one advantage of being 60 is, and older, I can just fall back on I'm old, I don't know any better, hit you with my cane, whatever. So that was Tuesday night. I did a class on Thursday night over at the Art Gallery. I only had 3 people, but it was kind of short notice. They didn't find out about it until Monday. it's where I do art cards, and I've mentioned that in my vlogs. And it was a kind of a good group, but I really discovered a lot of things about Oshawa I didn't know last week as well. Like the downtown in Oshawa used to be really kind of scuzzy. Well, actually,
It still is.
it's still kind of scuzzy, but now it's got more places to go to pretend
Yeah,
it's
actually,
not
the
scuzzy.
restaurant we went to was actually in downtown Oshawa, close to a building I used to work in.
It was Indian food, right?
Yeah, it was Indian. There's a few Indian places that have popped up in Oshawa, whereas a few years ago there was only one in Oshawa, and were having a hard time making a go of it. So
Yeah, but we love Indian food, so that's okay by me that there's more selection of that. And I like hot stuff too. Like today we went for lunch at, what's that place called? Thai Express.
Thai Express.
And the lady there knows me because I'm the only customer that asks for the 4G, which is a chicken thing. And I asked for it extra spicy. And then I put sriracha sauce on it, and quite a bit. And she can't believe that I actually will do that. So last time I was in there, she brought me a little cup of, I think it was chopped up hot green chilies
Right.
to try. And she couldn't believe that I dumped all of those onto the food plus the sriracha sauce and ate it. She says, "How can you do that?" Well, today she was all excited. Oh, she says, "I was hoping I'd see you," because she had some new kind of peppers or something that she wanted me to try to see what I thought about them. So I told her, "Well, yeah, they're good. They're to the ordinary human being, they would probably be really, really hot. To me, I didn't find them as hot as what she had given me before. But anyways, she seems to be amazed at that. But that's okay. I like hot. Maybe I'm burning a hole through my stomach.
Actually, he likes it so hot, it's not funny.
I like it hot. Yes, I like it hot, hot, hot.
Yeah, if I go in there and get the same thing, I only ask for it medium, and usually it's a little hotter than I like.
So let's see what you've got now. Walter's got 10 working
10
days.
working days left before I retire.
Retire. Woo! Yay! Retire. That doesn't mean that every day is Saturday and Sunday and you can sleep until like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay. No problem.
We'll see how that
We'll
happens.
see how that works.
Works out. Yeah, right. With that. So, what are you going to do when you retire?
I got lots of projects around the house here.
Like what?
I've got to repaint the whole outside. I have,
Well, our house is made of brick.
no, all the windows have to be done. They're beginning to peel.
Oh.
And then I've got stuff I want to clean up the garage. I want to clean up the crawl space again after all the junk you start putting back
Yeah,
into
well, it had to go somewhere.
it. Yeah, and after you buy all your scrapbooking supplies and throw everything in the crawl space.
I don't throw the scrapbooking supplies in there. I throw the
I
stuff
clean
that's
up my
not
workshop.
used. Oh yeah,
And-
well yeah. Let's talk about a hole.
And I want to do a few stained glass projects.
Yeah, well you'll have to clean up your workshop first, so you have some room to do it.
Yeah, I
in.
know that.
I've already told you what you could do in there. You could
Yeah,
build this
I-
counter and everything. It would be like
Yeah, I know.
you can make it really.
So
nice.
I've got lots to do. I've got things to keep me
Okay.
busy.
Oh, good. Okay.
It's not like you do. All you do a little painting in the morning, and then you lounge on the couch in the afternoon and watch your stories.
I have to keep up with my stories, and I'm not lounging.
I only know this because I work from home sometimes.
Yeah, really. Well, we'll just see how this works out for you.
You
Yeah,
all
we're on-
see.
That's kind of good.
I mean, you don't even do house cleaning. You got a cleaning lady.
And when he says I have a cleaning lady, he means we have a cleaning
Well,
lady.
yeah, I know. Well,
Yeah, well, I don't see you complaining about having a cleaning lady.
fine.
Well, why? I'm retired. Why should I waste my golden years cleaning if I can afford to have someone come in and do it for me?
Fine.
So, fine by me. I've got a little robo.
And I got to fix snow blower before it's winter.
Oh, yeah, well. Well, there's one way around that anyways.
Well, you can still pull it yourself.
Or we just go away until everything melts. That's always nice too. So speaking of going away, I've mentioned my vlog. We're about 4 weeks away from
3 weeks.
3 weeks away before we go off to England. And this morning on the news, or yesterday on the news, we heard that on the tube, somebody let off a bomb. No one was killed. A few people were injured from it all. But of course, ISIS is taking credit for that. But it was some 18-year-old guy with something flammable in a bucket and a timer that went off. But yeah, so what are we doing? We're going on a really safe holiday, aren't we? We're going to London, where we'll be riding the tube. Well, of course, anywhere you go in the world is not, even downtown Toronto. God, they shoot each other down there all the time.
You're not guaranteed anywhere you go.
Yeah, those of you that aren't Canadians, you might think that's kind of weird that I'm talking about people shooting each other in the streets of Toronto. They do it here too. Yeah, I blame it all on the fact that there's guns available. Guns shouldn't even be manufactured. In this day and age, hitting the counter again, why do we need guns? Why do we need anything like that at all? We don't. We don't need them. They're pointless. But apparently that's not going to, in the United States, it's what, the Second Amendment or something, the right to bear arms? Why didn't they just change that to the right to wear short sleeve shirts whenever you want to? That's bear arms. You can do that too. But anyway, so what else? Geez, you're a real chatty Cathy here.
Yeah,
I feel like Ken and Sean, and you're Sean.
Yeah, well.
And if you guys don't know who that is, you can find them on it's Ken's Creations, which is a great channel, and I really love their videos and that. But this kind of conversation levels kind of, I don't think I'm quite as enthusiastic as
Hyper.
Okay, I was trying to find a positive term for that as Ken is, but Ken's very bubbly personality. So, speaking of bubbly personalities, I told you I'm taking this course of Tanner Bell's, the young lad who has a whole thing about cricket. He's an ambassador for them, and he's actually very good. The course is very good. It was worth the $27 American that I paid for it. It's still going on. He releases so many videos every week for I don't know how many weeks. I think he's got about 30 videos, and I've only done the first 10. But actually, I thought I was a power user and I knew everything about it. But actually, I'm learning a few things from him. Too bad he's like 18 years old, 19 years old or something like that, and he has his own company now, and he does all this stuff, and he's been doing this stuff since he was like something like 12 years old. So, I mean, kid's got a bright future. So, yeah, if you've never seen him, it's Tanner Bell. Look it up. He's quite good. And I bought a new toy today. I mentioned it last night. Walter's going, I said to him, well, I did it. And he says, well, you bought it, didn't you? And I said, yeah. He says, I knew you would. Yeah, I bought one of those Easy Press, the thing for putting, vinyl on T-shirts and stuff like that. And it's expensive because it's about, I just looked on my credit card thing with the exchange rate. It's $212 for it. So it's an expensive toy, but it looks pretty good. And I don't do a lot of vinyl, like none, but or iron-on. But I'm thinking of some other uses for it. So, and that's how I'm going to justify it. It's a machine, and everybody knows I love my machines, my toys. Well, what else? What do you think? Pissing you off this week? Don't say me.
No, not except for the restaurant. No.
Yeah. What about work?
Work? Work's work.
Well, yeah, but you're usually pissed off about something at work.
Yeah, I know, but
of course you're getting to that point now where it doesn't really matter. Yeah, that's the best part about your last.
Like Paul at work says to me, he says, "Oh, I'll keep you informed in the future about this one thing that I'm doing," and I said, "I don't really care in 2 weeks' time." And he goes, "What's happening in 2 weeks' time?" I said, "I'm retired."
Oh. Yeah. So have they decided what they're doing for you or what you wanted them to do for you?
Oh, well, no, actually I said I didn't really want to do much of anything. But anyways, I said lunch would be nice with people I immediately work with right now. So we're doing that. And then usually what they've been doing for lately for retirees is a lot of people don't want to commit to an evening thing because they've got kids at home and stuff like that, right? So they usually just have do a thing in the president's boardroom and have cake and stuff like that and sort of meet and greet and send you off type of thing. But it happens with me, this is a little unusual, is that another girl on my team, she's retiring at the same time as me, so we've decided to combine the retirements and we have a joint one happening. So so that's a little different. Some of the secretaries, admin people that organize these things are a little put off because they don't know really how to do a joint one. But
well, are they going to have spouses?
I don't know,
wives?
because I know that Gloria, who's retiring, her husband's decided to go on a fishing trip or hunting trip or something.
What, when she's retiring?
When she's retiring, so he's not going to be around.
Oh, isn't that
So
nice?
probably because he used to be the president of the company,
Oh.
and he may figure that he'll have more attention than her.
Oh.
So
Or maybe he'll get more attention that he doesn't want that kind of attention.
yeah, I know. So that's a possibility. I was going to ask her if she was having her, if
Because
he was coming. So
I don't know if I'm supposed to come too, and because then I have to get a
Usually-
new gown, and do I
usually
get a
for
corsage?
the afternoon work things, it's optional. Some people have their spouses, some people don't. It
Well-
usually doesn't last long. It's usually less than an hour long. And it's basically, okay, here you are. Somebody says a little speech about what you're leaving and that you've worked there for X number of years. And then I say a little thank you and blah, blah, blah. And they give you a little gift. And then everybody has cake.
Oh,
And you
Cake?
say goodbye to them.
there's cake.
Yeah.
Yum, cake. Oh, whatever.
That's it. And
Okay.
sayonara. Goodbye.
I guess I'm not going to run out and buy a new ball gown for the occasion then.
That's more than I wanted to do. Actually, I just wanted to go out for lunch and say goodbye, and that's it. But
Go out
they
with a
all
whimper
figure
instead of
that everybody wants to say goodbye, so I said, okay, fine, we can do this.
Well, that's when you get the opportunity to go, bye-bye, suckers.
Yeah.
I'm done with this life.
Especially the last organizational change I wasn't too happy about. I mean, I was okay because I still have my same boss. But the senior boss, they don't really care for, so.
Yeah, well, you've got a lot of people in the upper echelons there that sound like complete idiots.
Well, yeah, it's a little bit of a...
But then every organization has that too. I had it in
Yeah.
education as well. But whatever. So now we'll have to get accustomed to new life where it's not only just being a few days a week where you're working from home. You'll be home every day.
Mhm.
I'll have to do some
Maybe.
more volunteer work.
Maybe.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe.
Oh, going on little jaunts all over
Maybe.
the place. Oh, right. Fine. Whatever. Well, you're lucky. I don't have a honey-do list. That's the one advantage.
I have my own honey-do list.
Yeah, well, I make lots of lists too, but I never get to them. I make lists about my lists. But anyways, yeah, so this was an exciting little time here with everybody. Not.
What?
I don't know. We'll see.
It'll be...
We had nothing
It's not
really
that
exciting to
well,
say.
This week wasn't really exciting.
No, well,
so.
we'll have to do another time when we can be really pissed off at something. Well, I can be pissed off about almost anything.
I'm pissed off that you're making me do this.
Oh, yeah, well, I told you. Well, I promised people. They said, I asked them if they want to see a video with you in it, with us sitting here and talking about whatever. And I got a lot of people turned around and said, yeah, they wanted to see Walter. They want to see, not me. They want to see you. So we'll see how the ratings go on this one, too.
Okay, fine.
Out of it all. So it's a bit of an experiment, people. So if you like and you want to see more videos that might have more stimulating conversation, or you want to see us talk about a topic, it's an idea.
One thing that is that I was hoping to buy a new iPhone this year.
Oh, yeah.
And the new iPhones came out this, and I really like the iPhone 8, but I think it's a little too expensive. So
Well, there's
I'm probably
the 10
gonna
as
wait.
well.
I meant the iPhone 10.
Yeah. Or the
And
X.
The X.
Whatever.
But by
It's
the time
$2,000.
by the time I buy it, like in Canada, the 256 gig is $1,500 plus you have $250 if you want the insurance on it. Then there's the 13% tax on top of it. So it works out to slightly over $2,000. So then a lot of people buy them on their plans or whatever, but we have pay-as-you-go plans. I don't want to be committed to anything. I'm kind of cheap that way. So
He's Dutch.
So I think actually I want to wait a little bit because I'm not too sure about their face recognition software, how well it worked. The first generation fingerprint one didn't work as good as they wanted to, and they upgraded it in the next version. And I'm not sure. There's something about sweeping the screen so that it turns on by sweeping it because they don't have a home button anymore.
Oh.
And I'm concerned that I'll shove it in my pocket and it'll turn itself on, and then an hour later I don't have a battery life or something like that. So I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I'm old and don't.
I'd be afraid of the face recognition that when you look in it, it goes, "Holy crap! Eek!" You go, "Oh, jeez."
So anyway, so I think I'm going to wait a little while longer just to see if they have any bugs or anything like that.
Good, 'cause
before
I
I
can't-
commit for that kind of money.
Because I don't want to spend the money on a new phone yet, and I know if you get a new phone, then I'm going to have to get a new phone.
I mean, I have an iPhone 6 now, so and it does what I need it to do. But so I mean,
I love
so I
my
get a new
iPhone.
phone. It does exactly the same thing except it has a better camera in it. So
I love my iPhone. Actually, I love Apple products. It's just that one, they're too expensive, and two, there's a learning curve on most of them if you're a PC user. So, and I'm talking more about like the Macs and the Mac Pros and all those things.
and you
Although-
have experience with that?
well, through the phone.
Yeah. Okay.
And let's see, we have 3 Apple TVs as well, and I love my Apple TV devices. And
Okay. A
we've
couple
got
of iPads.
We've got both of us have a couple of iPads. People wonder why you have so many. Because they're toys, they're machines. I have to have them. Okay. Yeah, you people know this about me. That's why I got the Easy Press. Why I ordered that today too. It's another toy. I like the toys. Okay, don't knock on the thing. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, so anyways, what I was going to say is if you're interested in us doing this kind of thing, but right now maybe you'd like us to talk about something else, give us suggestions. Give us things that you think might generate conversation between the two of us. We don't usually have a problem having a conversation between the two of us, but this is a little different because we're videotaping it.
Yeah, I'm not
recording
used to it. I'm
And-
camera shy.
Yeah, and it'd be
And I don't
interesting.
like the way I look in front of a camera.
Well, nobody does. That's why he changed his shirt to black. You know, black's a slimming
It's
color.
not black, it's blue.
Well, it was black to me.
No, it's
well,
blue.
whatever. Not. But yeah, see, this is a bit of an experiment, something different. And you know, if you've got questions about us or things like that, we're pretty much open books. We don't have a whole lot. Well, I don't. He's got a whole lot of secrets. He's the one you want to get the. Yeah. Behind that sort of nonchalant, calm
Secrets.
sort of
I don't have any
look-
secrets.
Oh, you have so many
I do
bloody
not.
secrets. You do. You do.
I do not.
Yeah, you do. But
Anyway.
anyways, yeah. Well, I don't. I tell you everything. Yeah, and some of it I make up anyway. So what the heck? Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
well, you usually lie anyways.
I do not. Okay, I might just embellish the truth somewhat to make it more interesting because, well, whatever. But I don't lie much. Anyways, all right. So that's all for us to right now. Let us know in the comments what you thought. If you absolutely hated it, at least be kind with your comments. And if you want to see more of this, maybe hopefully with better topics, maybe I'll come in a little bit better prepared. I didn't make any notes or anything this time. He said, "What are we going to talk about?" And I said, "Just talk, and we'll see." Yeah, that's the problem. Maybe we should have sat down and said, "Okay, here's some things to talk about." Maybe a little bit more, but whatever. We're putting it out there. We're risk takers. What can I say? Okay, so.
Okay.
Have a good week. I'll see you guys all on Monday for my usual vlog, and I got a lot to tell you about this week. So, have a good weekend. What's left of it? Bye for now.
Bye.